The street lamp hummed like something trying to remember its own name. Rain had feathered the town's edges into gray. The air tasted of wet iron and that particular quiet that presses a thumb to your ear. I told myself it was the weather, the late hour, the fact that everyone else had gone home. Nobody else heard the small, deliberate thumps coming from beneath the sidewalk. At first, the signs were domestic in their misdirection. A neighbor's cat refusing to cross a threshold. The municipal map on the kiosk curling inward as if inhaling. Static on the radio resolving into half-words. Names chopped at their middles. Pigeons altered routes like shy conspirators. At night I found patterns scratched into the undersides of benches. Notches that measured something other than distance. They hummed under my fingernails when I traced them. Whatever moved here preferred indirect voices. Odds and edges that skirted explanation and tucked themselves into the seams of things. Sleep thinned. I began to count oddities before I let myself fall. The seconds between two distant horns, the tiles on a wet roof, the exact pitch of the town clock. Each count was a thread I hoped to weave into structure. Every miscount frayed me a little more. Faces at the diner lingered a beat too long on my reflection. My reflection, once punctual, developed a fractionally delayed expression, an afterimage that smiled slower than I did. I found myself apologizing to doorways. Paranoia is a microscope that magnifies the small betrayals of reality, and under it, ordinary objects seemed to conspire to teach me something I did not want to learn. When the sky opened one night, it offered not stars but a pale map, lines folding and refolding like the inside of a limb. The presence revealed itself by subtraction. Insects vanished from a half-mile radius. The transformer's usual hum fell into a slow, deliberate silence. At the center of that hush, a low, impossible geometry uncoiled. It looked nothing like a thing, and everything like a pattern you could not unsee. Light bent backward around it. The town's familiar contours answered as if following an unknown instruction set. I tried to speak, to name it, to make a narrative that might hold. My words came out like tributaries of a river, rerouted by subterranean engineering. When I touched the place, edges of memory chewed at themselves. Phrases, afternoons, old photographs sliding out of sync. I realized then that the visitor wanted to be learned from, not fought, to be read, not resisted. It consumed definitions to soften them, made language porous and tentative. In the morning, people kept their mouths shut in a way that suggested they had been asked to forget and had only remembered pieces. The town continued with a new, careful choreography, as if learning steps to a dance whose music might stop without warning. I watch the street lamp now and count its small remembrances, and I have learned that what comes to us is patient enough to wait until we teach ourselves how to listen. The chapter closes, but the silence keeps a signature that will not be erased.